Granted, 2-2 draw here at Gillingham to round off the regular season. Your team are in the playoffs, but the result doesn't really tell the whole picture of the afternoon. Just how do you go about summing that up?
No, firstly, I'm really proud of our football club today. Everyone associated to it, from the owners to everyone that works around the training ground, the stadium, our fans, and most importantly, obviously the boys who's putting the hard yards and the players. It's been a great day for us, obviously, to get in there, but it's only the first step for us. I said that to the players in the change room. I'm really proud of them. We've been wrote off this season many times about, we're not good enough and we can't get there and things like that, and we never once shied away from that we can. Our staff into the group, and I'm really pleased that we've managed to put ourselves in there. Really, in fact, I thought we were from probably the last 30-31 games, I think we've been outstanding, and it's a credit to all the players, and people will talk about the Sutton game being a changing thing, but for 30-31 games we've been outstanding. We've put ourselves in that top 7, and it's a credit to the players, credit to our fans who've supported us up and down the country, and credit to everyone associated with the football club.
You've been keen to focus game by game up until this point. Now that you're in the playoffs, just how big an achievement is that?
Nothing yet. I wouldn't say it's an achievement. The achievement is obviously to get promoted. That would be an achievement. We've done well to get to this point. Of course we have, and we'll keep our feet firmly on the ground. We'll get back to work on Monday, and we'll prepare for the game when it comes up, in the playoff game. And I'm just delighted with how the boys have adapted themselves and gone about their day-to-day work. When times were a little bit tough early in the season when we didn't win, and we struggled to win, but really pleased that the boys have shown a sense of identity about them, the way they've played, the way they've scored goals. Today, obviously, I thought we were really in control first half. The sending off's obviously a big changer in the game. It's just a bit of a decision that Jamie and Timmy's made, and obviously Timmy's put his hand up. And then we obviously conceded another one, but I do believe we had a stonewall penalty that wasn't given James Maxwell, and you're half thinking at that point, is that going to cost us, but fortunately it didn't.
Touch on the red card now then before we go into your team's first half performance and the goals. What was your view of it? No complaints with the decision? Timmy's
decision? No, there's not much you can do if he puts his hand up there, and all it was just a communication error really. It's nothing positional. But yeah, we'll see what the fine outside what the ban is for Timmy. I don't know whether it's 1 or 3. I'm not sure. I haven't even spoken to the secretary yet, so we'll see how that goes.
In terms of Lewis Jones as well, coming on and conceding straight away, it was a backs to the wall job for a few minutes. But after the equaliser, your team sort of got that second wind, didn't they? And then had the penalty appeal through Maxwell. How proud were you of the way they sort of regathered themselves, had that composure to really dig in and then get going again?
Yeah, it was never ideal to concede straight from that free kick. It's something we need to look at, because that's a couple of free kicks we've conceded from the edge of the box. Whether it's something wrong with our wall, I don't know. We need to look at that. And obviously to concede again was disappointing. But I sat with Big Tom, our analyst, and the line wasn't great through the cliff. And as I had him running down to change the shape, they'd got their second. Now I'm not saying I would have stopped it because they scored of a set play, but I just felt gutted at that moment because it was a bit of a run down to the bench to give them the piece of paper. But we had to do something. They were coming at us, they were putting balls in their box, and credit to the boys that came on. They done really well, and massive save from Lewis Jones at 2-2 as well to keep it a 2-2 and not 3-2 then.
In the first half, your team went into the break in control, 2-0 up, a great header from Joe Ironside and a brilliant strike from Luke Molyneux.
Yeah, outstanding, two outstanding goals. First one is something we work on a lot with Joe's position, the bounce and the forward run from one of our midfield players. The second one's a free kick, as a corner the Cliff's worked on the training ground, just to free Molyneux up and Hakeeb up on the edge of the box. And it's worked the trees. He's put it straight into the top corner, so delighted.
You'd have been proud of that one, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. So it was nice to see it go in, because prior to that I thought our corners were a little bit disappointing. We kept getting them blocked and things like that, so great initiative from the players to change it and go to a stop corner.
In terms of one player involved in the build-up to the first, Owen Bailey started every single league game. He has a hand in the first goal. I think he cleared one off the line towards the end as well. In terms of recruitment, where does he rank in terms of the players you've brought in? He's been absolutely brilliant.
He's a warrior. He's an out-and-out warrior, Bales, and we've got quite a few of them in the group. But never misses a day's training. Goes above and beyond. He'll play in any position you ask him to, and everyone he'll play 7, 8 out of 10. So it's a credit to him.
Travelling fans at the end as well. You made your way down with a minute to go, maybe, just to get in front of the fans. How pleasing is it to see so many of them be able to enjoy themselves after a difficult couple of years as supporters?
Yeah, it's great, and to have 15, 16, 700 fans here today it's not round the corner, is it? It's not Rotherham. Do you know what I mean? So it's a long way to go, and they never stopped singing, did they? You know, they cheered us on all game. They can see this team's fighting for them, and I'm really pleased we can give them that moment today. In
terms of yourself, you've obviously been in the crowd for the last couple of games. How frustrating has that been, and not being able to be down there and having to pass those messages through 2 tiers of a stand to get them through?
Yeah, it's not ideal. I don't really enjoy it, to be totally honest with you. But you know, the boys have done great. You know, Cliffy's done that before with me. Obviously, I've been in the stand before. And Glove and Cops and all the lads have had to dig in when they needed to, so it's not a problem. You know, we've got a really good staff here.
In terms of the next 9 days then, it's a good little break, isn't it, before you take on Crewe in the playoffs? Firstly, your thoughts on getting Crewe in there?
Truthfully, I haven't really thought about who we wanted to get in. It's not about who we're in there. Now we know what we need to do. We need to win 2 games over the 2 legs and get ourselves to Wembley. That's what we need to do, but it's going to be tough. Obviously, Crewe's in there. They've been in there all season. They're a good team. Manager's done a tremendous job, and I think it's his first year in the job. So I haven't even worried. I haven't even thought about that yet. You know, I wanted to just make sure we finish strong, and we've certainly done that over the last 18 games anyway, in terms of our results. But like I said, the bigger picture, the 30 games, we've been really consistent.
As a manager, you've been in the playoffs before. Does that help in preparation when you've got all of a sudden a big gap between games, and knowing how you've done it in the past, what's worked, what hasn't? Yeah,
it's important we get the recovery right, but also the training load right, and we don't want to veer away from something completely different that we haven't done. So we'll keep it as natural and normal as possible for the players, and make sure we're ready when that game comes along.